Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at a little invention of mine that I like to call the micro cocoa bean farm. Now I'm sure the question that's on about 90% of your minds right now is why on earth would I want to build one of these? Cocoa beans are one of the most useless items in the game. Who eats cookies anyway? They're absolute rubbish. Well, I can completely understand that, and 2 weeks ago I probably would have agreed with you, but I just want to draw your attention to the building side of things. Ever since I've joined HermitCraft, I've been trying to concentrate on making my builds look a lot nicer, and one of the main things that people tell me is the details make it happen. So I started dotting these cocoa beans around the place, and they look absolutely great, especially in the jungle theme. They work really well, and they've brought my place together, so I've got a lot of love for these guys. Now I think that's enough talking for one episode, let's get down to business. We are going to do a 1 minute test. I'm going to use this cocoa bean farm for just 1 minute and 1 minute alone, and we are going to see just how many cocoa beans we can get in that amount of time. Hopefully it's a lot. I'll see you on the other side. So our test has been completed. Let's take a look in this bottom chest down here to see just how many cocoa beans we managed to get in that 1 minute time. And there we go, almost 4 stacks plus a little bit here. We did have 16 originally, so that is increased up to 28. You saw I did the test in survival mode. It's just this space keeps us stocked up pretty well. So now that we got through all that, I guess we're just going to take a look at the redstone behind it. Alright, so the name may have been a tiny bit misleading. It's not quite micro. I'm sure some of you are expecting far smaller, but let's be honest. This gave us 4 stacks of cocoa beans in just 1 minute, and it's only 3 blocks wide. Also, farms don't generally need to be particularly compact. I mean, usually you do make space for them. You don't think, oh, I've got this really small space, I'm going to slot in a farm. It doesn't work like that. Another great thing about this design is that it doesn't use that many resources, so you shouldn't have any trouble building it in survival mode. So without further ado, let's crack straight on with this tutorial. So you want to get things started with a 4x3 area. Your farm is going to be facing in this direction, so you want to place a regular piston facing upwards with a cauldron filled with water up here. This is what we're going to use to detect when the log has been pushed down. So you want to place a comparator like that, block up like this, redstone dust here, a block, yet another comparator right here. Then you want to place a half slab next to the piston with redstone dust there, running into a regular piston with a gravity block on top, so that could be sand or gravel, and then you just want to place a block with a repeater running into another block, and then redstone dust right there. And now you'll see if we push that down, it'll be pushed straight back up again by this piston. Now we might as well get our log in place, so you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then you want to go up above and place a regular piston facing downwards. Now you are going to be standing at this level here, so you can reach all of the logs in survival mode absolutely fine. And then on this left hand side you just want to start placing down all your dispensers. So once again 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you can take out any unnecessary blocks. Now out round the back you just want to place a block right next to that cauldron, a piece of redstone dust there, and then redstone torches on either side of this block, and place blocks around it like that, and you should see that we get ourselves a little bit of a burnout clock going there. And then we're going to run that into our dispensers, so you just want to place a block going down like this with redstone dust on it there, and then a half slab with redstone dust like that, and that will turn on all of our dispensers, and it will make quite a loud noise, so you might as well turn that off. And the way that you do turn it off is just by flicking on this lever so that the redstone will be powered, and thus it won't create that clock. Now you're going to want to place it around about here because we do need that space right now. Just want to place 2 blocks like this and a block up like that with your button there. That is what is going to activate this top piston to do the shifting log. And then you just want to place 2 pieces of redstone dust, regular piston facing upwards with a piece of sand on top, and then just blocks along like this, a repeater with redstone dust there, and then we're just going to run that right the way up and into this piston here. So there we go. So all that's left for you to do now is to place down your double chest with your hopper running into it. I would suggest using the double chest because if you don't do that, then you're going to fill up very quickly and you're going to have to clear that out quite often. Then you just want to fill in all of your dispensers with bone meal, and now we're just going to create our tube so that the cocoa beans don't fly out everywhere. Now, like I said, that is going to be your standing point, and then you can just fill in this entire area here as well. There we go. Now, if you want to rewire where this lever goes, then you can do that very simply. Any of these blocks up here are your input blocks. They can be any one of them, and you do that just by running a repeater straight into it. It has to be a redstone repeater. It can't be just a piece of redstone dust because otherwise that won't work. But you can see when we turn on this lever, we get the clock on, and then when we turn it off, then we don't have any of it dispensing things, which means it is working well. And before we go, I guess we should give a quick test of the shifting log. Yep, that seems to be working fine. So that means your cocoa beans will be harvested. So to work this, you just have to flick this on. Your dispensers will turn on. You just stand on this block and go up, hit the button, up, hit the button, and you will get tons and tons of cocoa beans down in that chest there. But unfortunately, that is all I've got time for today, folks. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to show your appreciation by hitting that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.